Nice to meet you. Hi. Names. Jessica.
Yeah.
And
Marcy.
Marcy. Okay, nice to meet you.
Me too.
Also, I love the name Marcy. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. Did you guys survive the snowstorm this week?
Yeah, barely. Ugh, so much snow.
I know. Anyway, so welcome to Grace for Today, counseling. So we provide individual and family counseling here, and we also make referrals to whatever other services that are necessary. My name is Ashley, and I'm the social worker here. And so I'm just here to support you in any way possible and try to connect you with any services that you need. So I understand that you made the referral today, correct? So why don't you guys just tell me a little bit about what's been going on?
Yeah, so I just have been kind of concerned about Jessica recently. She just seems to be a little bit more irritable than usual and stays in bed like long hours of the day, doesn't really like to get up and do things. And just a little bit more emotional and detached from me. And just our relationship's changed a little bit. And I'm just a little concerned, so.
So you're concerned because she's been kind of distant, a little bit on the edge, haven't been sleeping much, you say?
Or too much, rather, sorry.
Yeah. So how do you feel about that?
I don't know. I mean, like, I don't think I'm depressed. I mean, I do sleep a lot, but, like, I don't know. I like sleeping. Like, school's a lot, so I'm tired a lot, but I wouldn't say I have really that much of a problem.
So you're tired a lot, but you don't see a problem?
Yeah. I don't know.
So what's your relationship like?
I would say, like, generally we are close sisters. I mean, I know you would disagree. Like, right now, you think we're drifting, but I think generally, like, we've always, like, grown up as, like, really close best friends. But, yeah.
What's your interpretation?
Yeah, I mean, I think, like she said, we've been, like, really close since we've grown up. I mean, it's kind of just, like, been us in the house, so, and we're pretty close in age, so we've gotten along really well for most of our lives. But, yeah, like she's saying, I feel like she's been getting more distant recently, so I'm just, like, a little concerned. But I would say that we're still, like, really close.
So why do you think that you've been kind of distant or have had these problems of not sleeping as much or sleeping too much and becoming a little bit more irritable?
I don't know. I think, like, recently I've been stressed because of just a lot of schoolwork. I guess school just makes it hard to be close with Marcy. And yeah, so I've just been, like, really tired with how much work I have with, like, school and just constantly being busy.
And that's super normal for a college student, right? All of that stress about academics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what gets you through when you are struggling with school and just all the stress that comes with that?
I don't know. I guess, like, just finding ways to kind of push things aside and not really, like, think about it and deal with it. Just, like, 'cause I don't know, I have a hard time, like, facing, like, big things in my life, so when I'm stressed, like, I'll find different ways to kind of forget about, like, the big things I have to deal with. So, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes, like, whether that's, like, going out with friends, taking, like, a drink or something, like, going to sleep, things like that, just to get my mind off of it,
Yeah, so you feel kind of like you're drowning with all of these responsibilities and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just, like, a lot that's going on, especially, like, just being a junior in college, just, like, a lot of stress. And it's a little overwhelming, but yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say that I'm, like, depressed or anything, but yeah, it's just really stressful. I don't know.
Yeah, it's really hard to, like, feel so overwhelmed and not really know what to do about it. So I heard you mention that sometimes you go out with your friends and How often do you think that you do that, would you say?
I don't know, like maybe like a few times a week, maybe more. I don't really keep track that much. I don't know.
And what's the context that you usually do that in? Is it in the morning, the afternoon, nighttime?
Usually, I mean, it really depends. Like, I usually will do it when I'm like stressed. But so sometimes like I'll be by myself, like at night. Um, yeah, usually I feel like that's usually when. But so yeah, I don't know. I don't keep track too much, but
Yeah.
I feel like that's generally when.
And Marcy, have you noticed her drinking any more recently, more than normal, or?
Well, she doesn't do it around me, so I didn't know about that. But I did notice that she was going out a lot with her friends,
Yeah.
kind of avoiding me. So I guess that's where she's going. But I don't know.
Does that ever really concern you, like her going out with her friends a lot, or anything like that?
Well, I thought it was just maybe like a way to get out and just like have fun, kind of relax and de-stress. But I mean, to hear that, that's more concerning. To think that it's almost like a clutch, or if she's doing it to drink too, that's also pretty concerning. So
Yeah. So, I would just ask you, when you drink, do you ever feel guilty about it?
Yeah, I do, because I know there's probably better ways to deal with it.
Yeah, I just want to acknowledge, like, I know that the stress of school definitely, like, plays into just these coping mechanisms, and I also want to acknowledge that coping mechanisms obviously are used for a reason. So, what do you like about getting drunk? Like, what makes that a coping mechanism for you?
I don't know. I guess, like I said before, it just gets like my mind off of stressful things in my life. It's just a way to like kind of not face reality and just be in like my own world and just like not care.
Yeah. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. When we're going through really hard things, we want to get our minds off of whatever's going on. So I definitely understand that. Do you feel as though there are any consequences to drinking?
I mean, I don't know. I guess I haven't really thought about that.
Like, does it ever cause you to like feel sick in the morning, or like maybe miss out on an assignment or like work?
Yeah. I mean, I definitely like have times where I wake up like super hungover and like just don't feel motivated to go to class or like do assignments. And that can cause me to like just be really unmotivated and sleep in. So I guess in that sense, those would be consequences.
Yeah. Do you notice any consequences to her more distant behavior? Any way that it's affected you?
well, I mean, she obviously knows how I feel about drinking, so I would think that's probably why she's avoiding me. And yeah, so I think that has to do with her being distant from me, is like drinking and not wanting to be around me because of that, or tell me. But now I know, I guess. And even just like her being irritable with me, I think that probably has to do something with it.
So what would you like to see happen with your sister and just with this new issue that's come about?
Well, I mean, I'd like for her to not use it as a clutch. I mean, I'd like to think that I'm there for her and can be her support. And to think that she would choose like something like alcohol over me is kind of hurtful. But I don't know. I hope that you realize that I'm there for you and that you don't need to turn to alcohol, and that we can just begin to build our closeness again, so that you would stop avoiding me and be distant.
So So you really want her to know that you're really there for her and love her. And how do you feel about that? What does it feel like to hear that from your sister?
I mean, like, obviously it makes me feel bad because, like, I don't want there to be distance between us, obviously, and like I do feel like I have to hide certain things from you because like I don't want you to judge me, because like I I don't know, like I am afraid that you will like be too concerned and like obviously like that's where you're at now, like because I brought up the drinking thing and like I don't want there to be that distance. Like I want us to be close again, but at the same time, like it's hard because like I do fear that judgment and like I just don't want to be like misunderstood, I guess.
Yeah.
But like it does like hurt to hear that like I've kind of created that distance in a sense.
Yeah, for sure. So, what would it be like to receive help for that for you?
Um, I don't know. I guess like finding better coping mechanisms
Yeah.
to deal with like the stress. I don't know.
Yeah. So, I just want to let you know that we do have some treatment options, not here, but I could make a referral for you. I'm not sure if you would be interested in that, but so because I'm not personally competent in this issue, we have some other agencies nearby, like Abundant Life, On the Road, Lasting Hope, and there are a few different options, such as outpatient care, which includes going home after each treatment session, inpatient care, which is residential, and then there are also AA support groups that you can just share with other people who also relate to that struggle. Um, so, would you be interested in receiving help?
Yeah, I mean, like, even if I don't know if it's that much serious as a problem as like she views it or someone else would view it, like I do think it's something that I could like receive help in, and like I think I am more concerned with like building that relationship back again with my sister. So like I would be willing
Yeah.
to do like what I have to do in order to like build that up again. So
Do any of those three options sound more more interesting to you,
what was the first one?
or it's outpatient care, inpatient care, and just AA support groups. I know that with going to college, inpatient might be a little bit difficult just with having to live there, but yeah. So do outpatient or AA groups sound interesting?
Yeah, I mean, I guess like if anything, maybe like I don't know. I think AA sounds kind of like intense. I don't know. Maybe I just have the wrong idea of it in my head, but like I mean, I wouldn't mind like going to like a few meetings just to like hear other people and like talk about it. I don't know if I would have time necessarily for outpatient either, but like again, I would be willing.
Yeah, and that's great. And I know that you talked about just having this fear of feeling judged, and I just want to encourage you that in AA, because all these people have come from a life of just different struggles that you would relate to, there's no judgment, and that's a really cool strength of AA groups, that everyone is allowed to share and do so without restraint, and there's a lot of acceptance there. So I'm wondering if that would be like freeing or like helpful to you, and yeah, and I think that your relationship with your sister is a really cool strength that you can pull on in your recovery. and even just the fact that she's willing to be there for you, that she's supportive, and yeah, I just think that even your drive, like with academics, will really help you in the long run because you're obviously very concerned with doing well and being diligent. And yeah, I just wanted to encourage you with that. So, do you have any other concerns that you would like to address, or have any final words you'd like to say?
I mean, just that I'd like to see you go through with this. I think, like, you definitely do have a lot on your plate, but I'd hope that you'd make the time for this because this is like a life-altering decision. You know?
And also, I don't want you to feel manipulated into any decision. Obviously, you know the best because you're your own expert. So, whatever option that you choose, you have the power to do that. So, yeah, how do you feel right now?
I guess like I do feel hopeful. I would again be interested in doing the AA group. I think after you said like how it could be like a really not judgmental like area, I think that's something that I would really like to experience.
Mm.
Like I said before, like because that's something I'm kind of afraid of. So
Yeah.
I think that would be helpful. So I would be willing to do that. So yeah.
Okay. Well, what I can do is I will make a call to On the Road, which is the one for. Or actually, the AA support groups are everywhere, so we can get you connected with one of those. So I will do a search for what's in your area and go ahead and let you know. I will call you probably tonight to let you know some options for that. So again, I just wanted to thank you for being so open and thank you for being here for your sister. I know that really means a lot to people who are struggling, and I hope that you can get the help that you need and that you feel just encouraged that you have a support system. And if you ever need anything more, you can always come back here, even if you just want to meet for counseling individually or anything like that. So yeah, again, thank you for coming in, and I will let you know about the groups.
Cool.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.